Ready?
Yeah.
Oh.
Looks like we got some
Going back in. Wait, move out of the way, Don.
Looking like Teddy Coleman. Alright, we just now this water's ice cold. It's 45 degrees all
Oh
year.
my gosh, it's cold.
Oh yeah.
It feels so good, actually.
Oh yeah. And when the breeze blows, it'll feel like AC.
Yeah, it's hot today.
Yeah.
Oh, it feels so good.
Yeah, this is the best place to be on a hot day.
Oh,
Yeah. You should sit here to balance. You should balance in here.
There you go.
Yeah, see? Here,
Let
balance.
me balance the weight for you.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
I was wondering what.
Yeah, it was like
I wasn't even paying attention.
yeah, wait.
I was like, what? How'd you end up with that?
I balanced it.
Yeah, it's always tricky because there's 3 people.
Right.
So, I don't skip meals, and I'm always wearing this side down pretty good.
Well, me either, so it's good we put the skinny guy
Yeah,
here.
there you go. There you go. Years ago, the water out here, we got so much water it got high enough where you can touch the bottom of this bridge from your
Oh,
boat,
yeah.
believe it or not.
Oh
Yep.
my god, that's crazy.
Yep.
The whole landing flooded?
Pretty much. All the businesses' basements got pretty wet. At worst of all were the White River Fish House folks. It actually came loose from the landing and it washed 6 miles down the lake to Rockaway Beach. They had to tow it all the way back
my
a full 6 miles. It's good.
Yeah, balance it. It was all here.
What kind of fish do you have in the...
Oh, good question. So you felt how cold it was.
Yeah?
With it being that cold, they have a hatchery that stocks the lake with rainbow and brown trout. It's about the only thing that really does well in the water as cold as it is that's fresh water. So we have a lot of rainbow and brown trout, a couple of crappie and a couple of smallmouth. That's the best fishing out here though is for the trout. There's a lake at Table Rock where you can catch anything in Missouri. They've got trout, paddlefish, and smallmouth, largemouth, crappie, all kinds of things, gar, catfish. So that's actually the lake that feeds the water into this lake, and the reason why this lake is so cold. It's got a 200-foot dam, and the water coming into this lake comes out of the dam at a depth of 200 feet, and that's why it stays as cold as it does.
Because it's the water.
The depth, yeah, exactly. And you can imagine scuba diving down and down and down,
Oh
getting
my
down there,
gosh.
200 feet down below the surface and get cold, and very creepy.
Yeah, very creepy. Right? Very cool. It feels so good. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the perfect lake to be.
it is. It's like, oh my gosh. No matter how hot it is out, you're like, let's go. Let's get some more
That's right,
people.
that's right. Actually, I don't even think I could swim even today. Oh, there's a blue heron hanging out. That's the best fishing bird on this lake.
Yeah.
Who's looking for dinner?
Yeah, they catch more fish than any fishermen out here, but then again, they don't have a limit.
Yeah, ferry,
from with Spike
watch
Hansen.
it. We'll watch him a lot.
From Food Channel, right?
And I think my favorite thing there's actually the Bloody Mary of all things. It's
Oh,
very
really?
good. Yeah.
And we went to the one on
We went to
Louisville.
one in Louisville.
Oh, really?
It was
He has
very
a
good.
restaurant there, yeah.
It was very, very good.
We
Yeah.
were wondering if this one was good or not, too.
Yeah, I would imagine it's very similar to that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. He's good. We watch all his shows on the TV.
Oh, nice,
Yeah.
nice. There was a really good Greek place in the middle of town there.
Yeah,
too.
we didn't know if it's good because we love
We're
Greek
from
food.
Chicago and they have a lot lot of Greek food.
Yeah,
So we're
very
like,
good Greek
we
food.
didn't know if it was good or not. Is that the
Well,
one right by the Hilton
Yeah.
Convention?
We saw it.
Their gyros are fantastic, and they make baklava every morning
Yeah,
fresh.
baklava, yeah.
so-
Ooh, okay.
That's good. Yeah, we saw it. We wanted to try it, but we didn't know it was good.
Oh yeah, yeah. I will say that as much as I love that place, that anything but the gyros, and you're kind of risking your
Oh,
risking
okay.
it. Yeah, it's not the. It doesn't have. They don't have the best spanakopita and all kinds of stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. Mostly the gyros is what they
Gyros,
focus
all
on.
right.
Or euros. I don't know how do you pronounce
Euro.
that. Euro. Okay.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
That's how the Greeks told us they do
Euro,
it.
euro,
Euro.
euro, yeah.
Euro.
And the Arabs, they say shawarma.
Oh, shawarma.
Shawarma.
Got it.
It's the same.
Gotcha.
Yeah. You know that meat, they put all the meat together and they
Yeah.
shave it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. I was talking to the guy, and they were so happy because they just bought a new knife to shave the shawarma with.
And actually, the ones we have, they
Oh.
have a machine.
Yeah,
Machine
They
is-
have-
yeah,
yeah,
he said that's what he was happy. He just got a brand new one.
Yeah.
He said it's $800, but
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
super
wow.
worth it because it'll.
Yeah,
just
it's a machine, but
slice
it's
that
very
thing
easy.
up. Yeah.
And he does it like where the space
You
in,
can
yeah.
set the length
Yeah,
and the
length,
width
yeah.
and everything. That's awesome.
Does this like freeze in the winter?
Nope. This water's pretty much set at the temperature that it's at. It gets a bit about 5 degrees warmer in the summer, and then it'll get about 5 degrees colder in the winter.
Yeah.
But it really doesn't get any colder than about 40, and it doesn't get any warmer than about 50.
Yeah, in Chicago, everything freeze.
In Chicago, Lake Michigan, the whole lake
Yeah, freeze.
can freeze. Yeah,
I would love to see that sometime.
yeah
That'd be-
it's
Yeah.
crazy.
It's cold.
Is it thick enough to walk on, you think?
On the edge, yeah.
On the
yeah.
edges, yeah.
And the way you see it now is exactly the way it was then. We restored it to its original condition, so it still runs the same engine and drivetrain and everything.
Wow.
And,
How do you find parts for it?
that's it's kind of funny. So the factories where they built these cars had a lot of overstocked parts ready to go for making more cars, but they stopped making the cars, and they still had the parts for the cars and the dealers that were selling them and everything. And then as the people who owned the cars used them and sank them and totaled them, and the number of cars started to go down and down. I think there's only about 1,000 of these cars left in the world now. But all those parts have been sitting on shelves in the meantime. So we've gotten to a point where there's probably more parts than cars to put on them.
Okay.
And, but that being said, they are very slowly selling them all off, and eventually they'll run out of parts for them. And, but that's okay. We got to the point where we're able to fabricate or replicate everything.
And you said you guys restore these?
That's right. I did the work on this one myself with my dad. He and I worked together on old cars, and he still works with Disney World down in Orlando. I
Oh.
came back to Missouri to start my family with my wife. So
Okay.
we love Taneycomo Lake. It's the perfect lake to drive an Amphicar on. That's
Yeah.
how
Oh,
we ended up
yeah.
out
So your dad's the one down in Disney World, huh?
here. Yeah. He
So
and
if we
I-
go down there, I can tell him, we met your son.
Yes, you could. And you could. You said that to anybody down there, they would know who you were talking
Yeah.
to. I'm very well known down here. here they just call me Aquaman.
Aquaman.
I go to the Macadoodles down there every morning. You'll see me driving by on my way to work. Now this fountain's kind of neat. They do a show every hour, and we've got one coming up here in just a few minutes. So if y'all like, we can come around and I'll park and we can watch the show from the lake. We've got the best seats in town out here. This was built by the same company that built the Bellagio over in Vegas.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, Bellagio. We saw the Bellagio show.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we went. Yeah, we saw.
Yeah, this is the Branson Bellagio.
Yeah.
Little one.
Yeah, because that's what I told
baby
her.
one.
Yeah.
That's
That's what I told her. We saw the one in the Bellagio, Las Vegas.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, with the music, and it was very nice. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, you had to see how this
That time was before this pandemic, they changed everything.
Oh man, that was a good time to be there.
Yeah, that was good. That was a good time.
Yeah, I think that they're slowly getting back to normal in
No,
Vegas.
not in Illinois. Not in
Really?
Illinois. No.
No, I mean in Vegas.
Oh,
I
in
think
Vegas.
Vegas is slowly coming around.
Yeah, but all of you guys are good.
Yeah.
No mask. Illinois, no. Illinois, there's there's still masks. They just released it now a little bit. They
We're
say
excited.
It's okay. We're excited. But there's a lot of people that still put in masks.
Oh, man.
They require masks. Yeah.
Yeah, I had a tan line in the shape
Oh,
of
I
a
bet
mask
you
on my
did.
face. Now they're back where they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. So do people own these houses? Or are these rentals?
Yeah, up there those are owned, and then these are condos. You can buy one and live in it full time, and if you're out of town, you can give it over to the Hilton, and they'll rent it out while you're gone, pay you an income.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Kind of like reverse timeshare, you know?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
pick the terms rather than that. So.
Or
Well,
Airbnb.
that's kind of cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Airbnb. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, Airbnb, man.
Everybody does Airbnb now.
It's
Yeah.
pretty convenient. It seems like.
We're adventurous. We do a lot of adventure.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I went almost all over the world.
I'm switching over to boat mode here.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
So you've been all over the world.
Almost. Yeah.
Where-
We just
what's,
didn't go. We just didn't go to Asia. Yeah, but all over.
What's been your favorite place to go so far?
I mean, it's not. There's no really favorite. There's different places.
They're all
Yeah,
unique.
unique. Yeah, like Europe. I like Germany. I like France.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
I liked Vienna.
yeah.
Ooh, yeah, that
Vienna was nice.
Scandinavia is good because it's too cold. The south of France is nice,
Oh, yeah.
and
Spain. That's where my ancestral roots are.
Yeah.
Southern France. My family's
Where?
from Bordeaux.
Bordeaux. I know Bordeaux. Yeah,
And it's pretty.
but Bordeaux is in
Wait,
west,
that's in the east. Yeah,
West.
Yeah.
west of
Or
France.
the west, right?
Yeah,
right,
west.
right.
Yeah. Bordeaux is different. Bordeaux is not a lot of people go to it because it's out of the way. Yeah, it's not like Paris and Lyon, Marseille,
Right.
Nice.
Yeah.
Those areas they're very busy.
Yeah, my family's farmers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Yeah. See?
You take it?
Yeah.
Thank you for watching the show.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Back it up. Don't let me hit a kayak. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, when I was in college, I got the chance to study abroad in China.
Oh, China, yeah.
Oh.
It was kind of funny, because she was crazy. No, I'm just kidding. Didn't study abroad. No, but it was cheaper than taking a semester here in the States.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
of
of
the
course.
cost of living.
Yeah.
Oh my
So,
gosh.
yeah, I ended up doing that to get a couple of cheap credits, and it was an amazing experience. But I was lucky because that was before the current president, what's his name, President Xi.
Yeah.
He wasn't elected at the time, so it was a much more open China, if that's a thing.
Yeah.
It was still kind of weird to be there, but I wouldn't go back there now.
Yeah.
It's
Were you the
changed.
tallest guy there?
It's not bad, good.
It was surprising. I definitely was much taller. I think I saw one tall guy.
Yeah, there's
and,
something.
yeah, it was about it. But people would start lines to take pictures.
Yeah,
with
take
me if I go
pictures, yeah,
somewhere.
yeah.
It was crazy.
Because they don't see that many
Yeah.
different people in that
Like
country.
here in America, we have all different kinds of people, but over there, they don't.
Only Chinese. If you're
Yes.
anything but Chinese,
Yeah,
then
Chinese,
you're gonna
yeah.
be people line up to take photos
Oh
with
my
you.
Yeah.
I could probably start a business
Yeah.
in Beijing,
Yeah.
just standing there like
Yeah.
taking photos with people. That's probably all it would take, honestly.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So what's your favorite thing to do in Branson? If you were a tourist, like what do you think is the best thing to do here?
Well, you're doing it.
Well,
So
yeah,
number two,
obviously.
Number
Number
two
two.
would be probably Top of the Rock. I hear it's a beautiful nature trail that you can rent a golf cart and ride through. And you
Oh.
drive it yourself, and then there's a cave with a waterfall. And if you drive behind the waterfall and into the cave, there's actually a bar inside. And you can even order drinks and
Oh my
explore.
God, that's cool.
Yeah, and at the end of it, there's a museum that's underground that they just recently remodeled it. It's beautiful, and then that's all by the Big Cedar Lodge, which is a nice resort run by Bass Pro with really good restaurants and things. You can make a day out of it.
Oh wow.
There's also a neat place up the road at Springfield that's Bass Pro. It's the biggest Bass Pro in the whole world. They got 3 aquariums and 2 museums that takes like 5 hours to go through. But it's like a 40-minute drive away.
Okay.
But here in town, there's the Butterfly
Freza, yeah.
He does a very big show. And then Hamner's Theater has a really cool trained birds that he has. He does stunts with and things. And oh yeah, and Hamner actually, he's my pastor, funny enough. So they got a stage there where he does magic throughout the week, and then on Sundays he's a preacher.
He's a preacher there.
And he'll even makes his prayer robes and birds will fly out sometimes.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
But I'm trying to think what else, man. Yeah, tons of stuff.
Tons of stuff to do. I like that thing about the golf cart and driving around. That's cool.
And they've got another one that's right next to that called Dogwood Canyon, where you can either do tram or a Segway, and you can explore Dogwood Canyon as well. Oh, and there's a big showboat, two big showboats. There's Branson Bell. They do it. They have a theater on board. You can have dinner and watch a show all while you're out on Table Rock Lake, driving around on Table Rock. And then there's a dinner cruise. It's a little smaller that launches out a big cedar on Table Rock as well. Yep, that's a couple
Wow,
more.
a lot of cool things.
it's a big group.
Let me go and get my towboat.
Yeah. This is the one we saw earlier.
Yeah.
My lord.
Yeah, we saw him. Thank you so much.
Anytime.